Congratulations, Shari, our Coach of the Year.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about rhythmic gymnastics, how you are continued to be inspired after all these years to continue volunteering all those hours, putting yourself out there, being so dedicated to a sport, which is so beautiful, but does look like it is a lot of work, a lot of effort you put in.
It's a lot of work, but I think when you have a passion for something, it doesn't feel like work. So I just feel very fortunate to be able to give back what I've learned over the years.
So what is it about the sport that makes you so passionate, that originally drew you to it and keeps you so involved in it?
I think the creativity of it, like the routines you can kind of make into your own. You get the choreography, but you can really express your own individuality through them. So I think that's what kind of prompted me to keep going.
And working with a range of athletes you work with, beginner to expert professional level, that is a wide gambit of different experience. What is that like for you as a coach? Because I'm assuming you would have to wear many hats. You would have to have maybe a ton of patience and be very organized. Like that's a range of athletic ability.
Yeah, it is a challenge, but I do find with each level, it's very rewarding. Like the little ones are, just kind of like fresh and new to the sport. And then the older ones you can have like a real conversation with, and they understand a little bit more of what you're trying to get across. So I do feel like it's very rewarding to work with everybody.
You do have this very beautiful, warm, giving energy about you. I am not surprised that your athletes refer to you as their second mom. Can you name something, or do you know what it is about that container that you create, what you do to create that environment where athletes feel so supported and cared for?
I think it's just, I always find like positivity always fosters in like a greater good. So I always try, and even though we're an individual sport, I try and get them to support each other. And I think that that makes everybody more positive in the gym.
Is that something that you picked up from another coach or mentor, or was there somebody who really influenced your journey throughout the sport?
A couple people, and they're with me today. My mom is one of them. She was always fostering honesty, and I think that that's something that I've carried through, and I hopefully can, present with all of my athletes. And my other role model is my former coach and colleague, Zdravka. She is here today as well. She's now our executive director, which is awesome. But she has taught me everything I know. So.
And I love that they're here for you tonight, just like you continue to be there for others. What a nice full circle moment.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my goodness. So before we let you go, Shari, we need to know if you have a top moment or a really memorable situation from 2024 that you're always going to look back on.
Honestly, like we had a lot of success, which was awesome, but it's the times in the gym that meant the most to me. Like working with the kids every day. And I think it's kind of what I tell them as well. Like you can have all the medals you want, but you have to enjoy the process. And for me, I enjoy the process of being in the gym. So I think just being able to work with such wonderful people every day is the most memorable thing.
I feel like you are truly that example when they say like sport teaches us so many life skills, like what you learn in the gym, what you learn in the course, what you learn, when you're practicing, when you're rehearsing. You are that example of taking these lessons out into your life and just being such a beautiful, well-rounded human being.
Well, thank you for that. I really appreciate that because I do strive to be that. I think in sports sometimes when we're competitive, it's sometimes hard because everybody wants to win, right? But I think if we can all help each other, I really believe that positivity fosters like a greater good, like I said before. So I think it's just better if we're all supporting each other.
Well, I definitely think you're doing something right, Shari. Before we let you go, you did thank some members at your table, but is there anybody else that you want to thank or give a shout out to before we let you go?
Well, I'll also thank my other member from the table, Mamie, who is my athlete now, but she's also a co-coach with me. So I really appreciate her efforts in the gym because last year actually was a really stressful year for me, to be honest. I thought I had a lot of other coaches to help me out, and it ended up being I was by myself. So this year she really stepped up and she's been a huge support for me.
We are so grateful for you and all of you and everything that you've done. Congratulations again, Shari.
Thank you.